Pastor Chris Oyakhilome holds massive and historic conference in India. Welcome back to the Moment of Truth and Enlightening class. This is the lies that has been going round and round, and people are writing rubbish comparing Chris Oyakhilome to Omolehin, to Baba Isaac Omolehin. This is one of the reasons Nigerian church is on the floor. Rubbish and nonsense. People exaggerate, they exalt other gods than the God Almighty. Another one wrote, Pastor Chris reportedly filled 15 stadiums in one night at the Night of Bliss. You know that is not correct. The way President Goodluck Jonathan will put it, it is not correct. This is what is going on, no propaganda. Oh. They have their media out there that is writing nonsense. So another one wrote, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome fills 10 stadium in one night. Loriro, it's all lies. So now let me go to the one that is more important to me, and I guess it will be more important to you, my viewers. Christianity in Nigeria is a shambles. It's rubbish and it's nonsense. Only the gullible and the churchgoers still go to these places because God is not there. I thank God the way they addressed Ashimolowo on Arise News. They said, this man, I love it. I love it. They are not to be respected, to be honest with you. What is coming out of their mouth? And they address him like that because of what he said. So, poor Mr. Omolehin, the man is depressed already, and they're adding insult upon insult upon this old man. This was written by Jackson King's Udubo. These are follow, they just follow, they copy everything. If you check their life is empty. According to what they are written, what they wrote here, that's what is in their brain. Honestly, we need to study Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. He needs to come and tell us how he built one of the most successful ministry, not just in Africa, but in the entire world, without mingling and seeking validation from Christian bodies and other popular men of God in Nigeria. Okay? Pastor Chris is not a member of PFN or CAN. In fact, many of us have never seen him attend any gathering of pastors in Nigeria, talk less of being an invited guest minister. That's a lie. He was with TB Joshua. The video and everything is there. If you go to my playlist, Chris Oyakhilome, you will see all his mess there. We saw him with Berini. Anyway, don't let me jump because people bash this guy in the comment section. Yet, he's everywhere. He has one of the most impactful ministry in the world. He has the largest online ministry in the world by any man of God, and the largest collection of music ministers. He goes on to say, it is a proof that you don't need ministerial friends, Christian bodies, groups, and colleagues to do ministry. All you need is knowing and following God's instructions for you and your ministry. Chris does not belong to God. He is a king in his own kingdom. I've done a video where one of his followers, his prophet, saw a vision. If you check it, it's there. Anyway, let me read on. I'm not saying he has issues with other men of God, but the man just knew from the start that he has a different direction and he stayed in his lane. Yes, they persecuted him and labeled his ministry with all sorts of names, but today he is a global name for where? Anyway, no stadium can contain Pastor Chris right now. Liar. That's why you saw the last crusade Christ Embassy did. They had to use 10 stadiums across Nigeria, and all the stadiums were filled to capacity. That's a lie. No external man of God was invited, just Pastor Chris. You may not understand, Sha. Do you know what it means to build the kind of global ministry that Pastor Chris has without constantly having invitation with other popular ministers and being in their good books? Chris is a cult. His church is a cult. They are all cult. And he started from the uni, and he used Pastor Anita to climb to the UK because Pastor Anita has British passports. Not only that, her dad was a bank manager, and he was the one that funded Pastor Chris' church from this crash. If you don't know, go and check the history. Chris mingle with foreign pastors, and I put the videos here for you to see. So for this guy to be comparing Chris with Pastor Omolehin is what I do not understand. They cannot write their rubbish without causing commotion or confusion. So, to my fellow men of God and ministers, what if there was a gang up against you like Papa Isaac allegedly said, and you no longer have invitations again? Will it be a major cause of concern to you? Will it be the end of your ministry? Can your ministry still make wave, or it will die slowly? Invitations are good and validation is good, but may our ministry not rely on validation and invitations. Ministers today are only relevant because of invitation. Build your platform, build your members, build your men. So he didn't mention God here. So you know that this guy is a cult himself and is looking for whatever. My people, you see what I mean? Nigeria are copying each other. That's why mess everywhere. Chris is connected with American pastors. You will see him with Belly. Someone left this message. Pastor Chris is a very good teacher. He's not a member of PFN and CAN because in those days he was asked to pay 500k to be given a bishop, and he refused and said he will rather be called a pastor than buy bishop with his money. Hence, he remained a pastor. This one I don't understand though. News. Prophet Hubert Angel gifted his spiritual father, Pastor Chris, an island in Uganda on Lake Victoria, the East African lake that is the source of the White Nile River. What does that mean, my people? If you know what it means, so let me know in the comment section. Oh. I hope you learned something today, my people. Know God for yourself. Oh. Worship of men is what is going on in Nigerian churches. God is not there. Oh. Bye for now.